What is up, everyone? It is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. And so today's video is super exciting because we are going to be joined by my friend David, who is going to be talking about transfer student scheduling advice. So David has been on a few videos on my channel before. I will have those links down below where he's been talking about transfer student advice because he transferred from UC Santa Barbara to UC Berkeley. So if you are interested in speaking one-on-one with David or hearing more of his advice, definitely check out Study Hall College Consulting. We are a team of UC Berkeley grads who specialize in reviewing college application essays as well as consulting one-on-one with students and parents. So without further ado, let's talk with David.
Hi, my name is David Lee. I'm a consultant here at Study Hall Consulting, and I'm a former UC transfer. I transferred from UCSB to UC Berkeley in 2019 and graduated Berkeley with a degree in economics and minor in data science. Today, I'm here with a video on 4 quick tips on making sure that you can graduate Berkeley on time, especially for those of you who are also thinking of transferring from a UC to another UC. Tip number 1 is really making sure that you submit your course equivalency forms as soon as possible. And this is really important if you're transferring from another four-year university. Course equivalency forms are forms that you submit to departments that are used to determine if the class that you took at one school can be deemed equivalent to a course at Berkeley. You should never assume that a certain course that you took at your, for example, old UC school will carry over. It's only 100% confirmed once you get the approval from your department. Talking from personal experience, I made the mistake of assuming that one of my econ courses from UCSB was going to transfer over to Berkeley, and I was going to be able to use that course to fulfill a major requirement at Berkeley, but that ended up not being the case, and that was because I submitted my equivalency form a little late, and that's how I kind of found out late that it wouldn't carry over, and this definitely kind of affected my plans for graduating on time. So definitely really make sure that you submit these pretty much as soon as you are enrolled in the school, to really make sure that your schedule is solid and that there's no kind of nasty surprises along the way. Tip number 2 is to be aware of your GE requirements, and this is specific to the College of Letters and Sciences. So for LNS, the 2 major components to the GE requirement are the essential skills and the 7 course breadths. Now, if you were accepted to Berkeley by completing either the UC to UC reciprocity or the IGETC certification, none of this really matters. You don't have to worry at all. If you did either of those 2, you have fulfilled your GE requirement. But if you're like me and what you did to fulfill the requirement for getting accepted into Berkeley was to just do the essential skills, you need to be really aware that you need to complete the 7 course breadths requirement to graduate from Berkeley once you're accepted. So just be really cognizant of what general education requirements you need to fulfill, and you'll be all good. Tip number 3 is to try and overlap as many requirements as you can. So obviously you want to be as efficient as possible when you're choosing classes, and the way you can do that is to kind of try and make sure that the classes you take fulfill multiple requirements. So for example, if you're still trying to complete the 7 course breadths, try to see if you can overlap that 7 course breadths with one of your major requirements, for example. Or if you need to fulfill the American cultures requirement, try to overlap that with another requirement. Just try to get as creative as possible to make sure that you're not taking more courses than you have to. Of course, there is a couple of kind of restrictions when it comes to overlapping. One of these restrictions is that a maximum of 2 classes from a single department or department cluster may apply to the 7 course breadth. Final and definitely the most important tip for making sure that you can graduate on time after transferring into UC Berkeley is to talk to a UC Berkeley advisor. whether that be a department advisor, in my case that was econ, or the college advisor, in my case that was the College of Letters and Sciences. Obviously today during this video we went through a couple of tips, but obviously this doesn't cover the full kind of range and full kind of breadth of requirements you need to fulfill in order to graduate. So definitely recommend doing research on the UC Berkeley website, as well as making sure that you schedule those meetings with your advisor to make sure that you're not missing anything and that you're all on track to graduate. So yeah, that's going to be everything for me today. And of course, feel free to schedule a call with me or anyone on the team at Study Hall Consulting if you want to talk about your schedule, talk about graduation requirements, or anything of that nature. But yeah, it's great talking to y'all. Catch you later.